What's going on, guys? So there's a huge health and fitness craze going on in Ireland at the moment and the world in general. A lot of people are looking to get healthier, fitter, more active, but for some people who haven't gotten into the craze yet, they don't actually know where to start and probably just don't lack the confidence to take that first step. So today's video is basically just to give you a few simple tips to get you started and to kickstart this new, healthy, happier you. My first tip, guys, is to take things slow. It can be so easy to get disheartened when you go into the gym, you try and do what everybody else is doing, you know, the heavy squats, deadlifts, rows, bench presses, when your body just isn't used to it yet, okay? So the most important thing starting off is to take things slow. And this might surprise you, but if you're a complete novice to the gym, I would actually recommend starting off with machine weights. Machine weights have a fixed movement, so they're going to allow you to feel the muscle you want to work, as opposed to if you go in and you start lifting dumbbells, doing one-arm rows or doing chin-ups. A lot of the time people don't know what it's like to work their lats or work, say, their chest doing a dumbbell press, whereas if you use a machine, the movement is fixed, so you'll get to know your body and you'll get to know what it feels like to work the different muscle groups. Tip number 2, ask for help, guys. I mean, there should be personal trainers in every gym, or there should be staff there, and their role is essentially to help you. You know, they're getting paid. They're not getting paid to just stand around and do nothing. They're getting paid to give you advice. If you need a hand with certain exercises, go up and ask them. Their job is to help you with form, help make sure you don't get injured. Most people are willing and able to give you decent advice, especially if they're working in a gym. Tip number 3, go in with a plan and go in with a stopwatch. If you go in without a plan, the likelihood is that you're just going to go from machine to machine or use whatever's free or just go around clueless, and at the end of the day or at the end of the session you're going to feel like you haven't done a whole lot. Whereas if you go in with a plan, you know what you're doing, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, you're going to finish the session, you're going to leave the gym and you're going to feel, yeah, geez, I accomplished something there. So make sure you go in with the plan and don't go in headless and just guessing what you're going to do. Bring a stopwatch, guys, not your phone, a stopwatch. Time your rest between sets and, you know, make sure you're keeping the intensity up during your session. Tip number 4. So when you've gained confidence in your lifts using the machines and know what muscles you want to be working when you're doing the specific exercises, then look to move into the weights area and to start using the free weights. But I would recommend starting on the compound lifts as opposed to isolation lifts. The compound lifts are far superior to isolation lifts because they recruit and they use far more muscle groups and muscle fibers than, say, you know, a concentration curl or, sorry, a leg extension compared to a squat. So your compound lifts would be your squat, your deadlift, your bent over row, your wide chins, your barbell or dumbbell press, and you know, a few others, but there are a few examples. So starting off, focus on your compound lifts, but make sure to use a light weight starting off for the first few weeks until you're very confident of your form and, you know, you feel comfortable, and then look to increase the weight. They're compound lifts for a reason. If you start going heavy straight off the bat, it's pretty likely that you're going to get injured or you're going to hurt yourself. And when you're injured, guys, that's, you know, a huge demotivator. So start off slow, but stick with the compound lifts. Tip number 5. Try and avoid the busier times in the gym. So, you know, try and get in the morning before work or college, or try and get in midday. If you go in the evenings, you're not really going to be able to follow your plan. You're not going to be able to go through your workout like you want to do, and you can get demotivated as well in a busy gym, and it can be quite intimidating as well. So yeah, try and get in at a quieter time to the gym, guys. Tip number 6. Do not be intimidated by guys or girls who are more experienced than you in the gym. First off, it's very unlikely that they actually are trying to intimidate you or look at you or anything like that. You know, I always like when I have clients, I always say, look at it this way, you know, if you're on a night out and you start dancing or whatever, you automatically think everybody's looking at you. But the reality is, nobody's actually looking at you. Nobody gives a shit what you're doing. You know, you could be fecking dancing up on the tables topless. Well, you know, people probably would pay attention to that, but you know, people don't really give a crap, you know, what you're doing, you know, in the gym or outside of the gym. But we tend to overthink things and just, you know, think, oh, everybody cares what I'm doing and everybody's laughing at me. There is a select or you know, a small number of people who will try and intimidate you and who will stare. They need to make themselves feel good by intimidating other people or making other people feel shit. Then they're not worth a second's thought. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. Stay motivated. Stay on track. Don't let others phase you. And yeah, they're my top tips for people starting off, guys. And you know, feel free to give me a message on the Facebook page, or you know, comment on the YouTube channel, and please remember to subscribe, guys, and give it a share if you like. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.